Hey everybody, Todd McFarlane here. We're going to try Facebook's new video conferencing thing they've got here. See if it works. I'm going to do a little bit of drawing, show you what it is I'm working on. But let me turn around here, show you my office here real quick. Look at this, got some cool drawings, some painting stuff here. Got my glass case with some of our prototypes over the years, some of the silly, goofy awards we've done. There's my little ball I sit on sometimes. And then I got my yoga calendar. Here's my Napoleon Dynamite. If you hit the button. Sweet, that is sweet.
This one game kept wanting me to join because I'm pretty good with the bow staff.
Yeah, so he's good with the bow staff. But here's what I'm working on now. Let's look at this right here. This is my desk setup. I draw digitally. I don't do it black and white. I draw digitally. So here's a pencil, a cover. I put a white on it, right? So here's all my layers. I click on it. I've got white, so I put a white tissue paper, if you will, over it to darken it down, and then I can now start going in and doing black on top of it. So if I shrink this, I'm a left-hander, so excuse me for getting in the way. Here's sort of the whole page as a whole here, and then if I go, there's some of the work that I've done. Here's step 2, some more work that I've done. Here's step 3, even more work. So if we go in close, let's say on, here's Spawny's head, the character I do Spawn. This is for a cover for the Spawn comic book. So here's like a picture of the devil, here's his face. So if I come up in here, let me just show you how this usually works. So I can get in, I can blow this up a little bit big, and then I can do all these sort of lines. I don't have to be nearly as sort of sensitive about any of these lines because they're so big. And so I can do these really quickly, as you can see here. And if I just keep doing that sort of over and over and over, and sort of twisting and turning these lines, doing what I call my sort of dot dash style, I can come in here, do some of that. Then not only can I put in blacks, but then with the click of a button over here, I can turn that to white, and I can then come in here and cut whites in there. And I can get lots of nice detail. So that even though it doesn't look like much when I get here, if I shrink it, as you can see, which is about this size, what it's going to be as a comic book, then you can start to see that you don't have to be nearly as particular as I used to be when I was doing it. So anyways, this is for, I think, an alternate cover for issue 262. 261 will just be hitting the stands here. And I see that people are writing notes, so I thank you for your comments. Next time I'll try and answer some of your comments as you bring them in, so I can actually draw and answer you at the same time. So anyways, it was our first experiment. If you guys like it, we'll continue to do it, bring you some behind the scenes stuff, let you see some of the cool detail. I mean, here's his hand here. This is how much detail I put in my work when we're doing it. So that, I mean, it's sort of silly because I actually draw it probably too big so that you can see. If I go in a little bit wider, you can see all these goofy lines I put in everywhere. And then you can hardly even see them by the time I actually shrink it all down. But anyways, sort of silly stuff that we do. Thanks for joining me. We'll be back maybe tomorrow or the next day, show you some other cool stuff. Thanks, everybody.